So what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Movement6, and before we start, I just wanted to say Happy New Year, Merry New Year, wishing you all the best for 2020. And looking back again, 1st of January 2019, I hardly had any subs, basically none. Year later, we're 163 in, and I really want to thank you all for being here, sub to the channel, and supporting me all the way, giving feedback, comments. Try to respond as soon as possible as I can, guys, on everything you put out there on the channel. Really enjoy it and really humbled with all the support I'm getting from you guys. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and smash those notifications on so you don't miss a thing. Now, this year I want to start a bit lightly. I did some research, of course. There is so much to look out for in 2020. But I wanted to narrow it down to 4 games and something else. So 5 in total, but 4 games I'm looking out for. It's not an exhaustive list, of course, because there is so much to look out for. But if I would have had the choice, if I needed to choose between a couple of things, and I only needed to pick 4, these are the 4 I want to get my hands on. And the first one is an exclusive for the Xbox, because the reason why Xbox lost this generation is the lack of content, the lack of exclusive. Yes, they did a very lousy job of promoting the Xbox One when it first launched, but during the way there were hardly any exclusives. Yes, we had Gears of War, and yes, of course, it's another exclusive we already know, but nonetheless an exclusive. And they're returning to Master Chief. There was a lot of criticism at the previous installments. Now they're returning back to the Master Chief's storyline. So I'm really excited about the Halo Infinite, because if you've got an Xbox, then you like Halo Infinite, of course. And you like Gears of War, you like Halo Infinite. These are among those games that you need to own and need to play when owning an Xbox in general. So I've got a very special place in my heart for Xbox. My 360 is over there, my Xbox One is over there. The only reason why I'm not using my Xbox One as much as I want is the lack of content and exclusives. I am playing the single player games like Star Wars that just came out, that I could also buy on my PlayStation. I'm buying it on my Xbox because I want to have that justification to play with it. But now Halo Infinite is coming out in 2020 and I couldn't be more excited. Let's go on to number 2. So number 2, guys, is to me a controversial one, because the cinematic trailer you see now playing here, and it's no sound, but we all know what it is. It's Cyberpunk 2077. To me, it did breathe a lot of Deus Ex, Human Revolution, or Human Evolution, and I didn't like the game. I didn't like it. Deus Ex, I gave it away after an hour and a half. I gave it away to a friend who enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it. I surely hope that this is not going into the same direction, because the problem I have with these cinematic trailers is they breathe a lot of technology, they breathe a lot of graphics, they breathe a lot of not a lot of gameplay, but a lot of atmosphere of the game. I want to see this translate into actual gameplay and what can I expect. But the game is, of course, based on the board game Cyberpunk, and that is based on the futuristic work of artists like William Gibson and Bruce Sterling. So they're both pretty good ones. So it has a lot of potential. Now, the development is CD Projekt Red, and that's a studio that created the Witcher series. So there's a lot to look out for here, but I just hope that they make the same mistakes as with Deus Ex. So a lot of noise, not a lot of things to do. So Cyberpunk 2077, and don't be hyped because Keanu Reeves should be in there. Be hyped about the game. I'm looking out for this 2020, and I do hope that it's going to be a fantastic game, guys. Looking forward to see what your comments on this one is as well. Let's go into the third one. The third one, guys, Oddworld. Oddworld Soulstorm. I couldn't be more hyped for this, because if I can still remember the Oddworlds I've played on I think it's my PlayStation 1 and 2. I can't really remember which console it was, but Oddworld, they remastered it not so long ago, and I've played through it again, and Oddworld is just fantastic, guys. It's about Abe, it's his name. He's been trapped in a chemical factory and he needs to get out. And the humor that's in there, the story that's in there, but especially the humor is fantastic. It was a platform game. It's still a platform game. There are puzzles in there, assignments you can give to other characters to make sure you get through that safely. It's just fantastic. And the whole world, the universe, it's so likable. It's so fantastically well crafted. And especially with the current generation hardware and the graphics potential, this is bound to be a fantastic and fun game. It's not all shooting, it's not all death and futuristic shootings. This is just a fun platform game. I'm really looking out for Oddworld, Soulstorm, guys. I'm anxious to see if you like this game and if you're going to pick it up, because I do understand that if you're not familiar with Ape, that you think, what is this? Try it, guys. Next one. The next one, guys, is easily already the game of the year of 2020. The Last of Us 2. Let's be honest, The Last of Us 1 had one of the best opening sequels of a game, right? Fail to imagine that none of you have played it, but if you don't own a PlayStation, there is reason enough to still buy a PlayStation at this point in time. You've got all the exclusives from God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, and also The Last of Us 1 remaster and 2 coming up. And it's still a game I'm playing to date. I'm now started again with playing through the remaster of Part 1. And this game, this universe, the story, the graphics, and Naughty Dog with his Uncharted series, they shown what they can do with storytelling. It's sometimes you're just wondering yourself in an interactive movie. One of the best games ever produced, The Last of Us 1, is getting a sequel, The Last of Us 2. And if you don't own a PlayStation, pick one up just for this game. Trust me. If you have a PlayStation, I fail to imagine that you're not going to play this one. You are going to play this one, and I'm really looking out for this one. I will take time off to play this game, and I will push through this game, I think, within a matter of days. I'm really looking out for this guy. Next one, please. Now, the next one is just the battle that will happen between PlayStation and Xbox. And I'm showing the Xbox one because Xbox did something they've done before and it turned out to be a disaster. Focusing on the hardware, revealing the hardware. Dear Microsoft, I couldn't care less about the hardware. I couldn't. Yes, we are going into a new generation of consoles, so I would not expect anything less than a quantum leap in graphics, a quantum leap in audio. Ray tracing, fantastic. 99.9% of the consumers want to see exclusives in the titles you're working on. Now, you will see gameplay here, but if you think about PlayStation 5, the first thing that comes to mind is that tech demo they showed in terms of gameplay. The first thing I'm thinking of when I'm thinking about Microsoft's Xbox Series X console is that big black box that looks like a garbage waste container or something like that. So my message here is, Microsoft, watch out. Watch out. Show us what you're going to do with the exclusive. The reason why you lost the previous console war is because of the lack of exclusives. And we see Horizon, or we've seen Halo Infinite here again. We've seen Forza, but we also saw the third-party FIFAs passing by. We couldn't care less. We want to see exclusives. I think this year is going to be a make 'em or break 'em for the start of the Xbox Series X. Did they understood to focus on exclusive, yay or nay? But I'm looking out to the new console war, guys. I'm all in, and I hope you guys are too. Now, for me, guys, this was the list I want to focus on for this year. It's a very short list of 4 games I picked out. So it's Halo Infinite, Cyberpunk, Oddworld, and The Last of Us 2. It's a mixture of different games. It's a mixture of, well, The Last of Us is an exclusive, Halo is an exclusive, and Cyberpunk and Oddworld. Is Oddworld an exclusive? Don't know. Would be fun if you guys from Xbox could play it as well, of course, because it's just a fantastic game. So 4 games I'm looking out for, and the hardware piece I've shown here is not because I'm looking forward to the hardware per se, but I'm just really anxious to see is how the start of these generations of consoles is going to be. Are they going to make the same mistakes? In my opinion, Xbox is already showing to make the same mistakes they've done with the Xbox One. But I'm also looking forward to how the reveals of the PlayStation are going to happen. Focusing on games or focusing on hardware. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, guys? So, anxious to see what you guys think. What are you looking out for? What are the games you're looking out for? What are the games you have in mind for 2020? And what are you most excited about? The Xbox, the PlayStation, or hey, you got enough money, so you're going to buy them all. What are you going to do, guys, in 2020 in terms of gaming? Really looking out for the comments you have. If you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe button, and put on the notifications so you will not miss a thing. I will be with you very, very quickly again to give you an update on the games I'm playing, Star Wars and Rainbow Six Siege. Back to you ASAP, back to the madness.